Hi, everyone. The subject we're going to talk about with the three components of the financial planning is the area of taxation. Now, as you're probably aware, there's no way in the world any one person can talk to you about taxation, much less a person who is not a CPA or a tax advisor or whatever. So with those disclaimers out of the way, these are my opinion on the subject of taxation. First off, and it's from firsthand experience, by the way, with my own investments or the mistakes I made. The first and most obvious thing of taxation is let's look at the government. Now, you've heard these statements. I don't remember if it was Einstein or who said we either live in a friendly or hostile universe. We can feel the same way about our government. We either live with a friendly government or a hostile government. My opinion is we have a friendly government. And so with that in mind, we have to look at the government and say, what are they doing and why are they doing it this way? So, and I'm talking about taxation, not about politics, because I have no clue there. The taxation, first and foremost, the government actually, when you think about it, really doesn't do anything. And when I say do anything, I'm talking about, like, if you're familiar with an SIC or standard industrial classification, they really don't make or manufacture or do anything like that. The government's primary source of revenue, because they don't make or create anything, is individuals like you and me who we are taxed on our earned income. So the premise is, and this is why I don't think a flat tax has come about or ever will, that's just my opinion, is because the government has the position that as you make more money, that we should be entitled to more money from you. That's the basic way of looking at things. Now, people that don't make so much money or lower income are not going to be happy with taxes, but we mainly hear the complaints mainly from people that make more money because they feel like they're getting taxed at a higher rate. Whether that's true or not, that's up to you to decide. But in particular, it's based on earned income. Now, there's also two corollary principles that come out of taxation. And again, these are my opinions, and go to your CPA or your financial advisor, and they're welcome to agree, disagree, or not, whatever. Is that they also do for charitable purposes. Now, at first blush, you may say, what do you mean? They're taking money out and they're helping out charitable interests and whatever? Yeah, they are. But more importantly than that is they are giving tax credits and deductions to people who give to what they call legitimate 501(c)s. And the reason why they do that is because perception is reality, and you don't see the money going out the back door, if you will. The Little Sisters of the Poor may be somebody who we all should want to help out and do great things for, but the fact of the matter is that somebody would have a beef with our government giving money to the Little Sisters of the Poor or the recently paroled people from death row. I don't know. But if they're part of a legitimate 401(c), you get a dollar for dollar offset. And that is, of course, more powerful than a deduction. And tax credits, literally, if you've heard the concept, it is better to give and receive. You probably heard give than to receive. It's and receive. And that's the way the taxation's set up. Now, who do you go to find out about this? You obviously would go to your trusted tax advisor, your CPA. A good CFP might know or understand about this concept as well. And there's things like charitable remainder trusts or different family foundation planning for the 10 to 50 million net worth type of folks. But that's, we're giving overview information here. Now, the third and the last one, which should be very important to me as a business owner and to other people, is that they give incentives for small to medium-sized business owners. 3/4 of the wealthy people in the United States are self-employed, and the government is a huge, huge believer in helping out small and business. This is not a political thing. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. If you're an American citizen, you want to see wealth created and jobs created. And it's good for the economy, and means less people have to be taken care of because they have a job, and it means the federal government can tax people more, if you understand where I'm coming from. And they even have programs where they actually give incredible incentives to business owners to do these things. Again, this is something, when you have a business, most especially, you should be talking, using your CPA or your tax advisor proactively, not reactively. You should be going into him, not like the dentist that when you finally have a cavity, you need to have the thing fixed, but rather you go in and talk to him and say, hey, I want to find out what things I can take advantage of within the tax code. And again, as long as it's in the tax code, tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is perfectly legal.